Hello and welcome back everybody to True Remembrance. So, this episode will probably actually be around Sonohara. Oh god, no, we're not in Clanat. Where are we? In True Remembrance. God damn it, I'm sorry. About Black Iris and his pal, whose name I always forget. Because this episode is called Interlude, We Were Classmates Once and Young. Well, not the episode itself is called that, but the interlude. So, let's see what Black Iris was like back in the day. You know what I really hate? Losing. Sucks, doesn't it? So if you're gonna play at all, don't screw around. Play to win. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Bring your A game. Huh. Well, that was actually very short. Normally these interludes are way longer. Huh. Oh well. So it's probably told out of the barkeeper's perspective, so let's assume that at least. Now, what do good girls do? I'll get straight to the point. They wolf down everything I said in front of them and ask for seconds. I guess that means the girl who's currently gracing my counter with her presence is an awfully good girl. Dude, just watch her eat, I'll tell ya. Course, I got no problem with that, how could I? La's a real sweetheart after all, and a bona fide cutie. Now, Black Iris and La, they come around these parts 2-3 times a week maybe. This is pretty special, you see. In all the time I've known the man, he's never brought a single one of his guests over here. Until now. Guess I don't blame him. He's not used to his guest being a girl. Ha ha! Probably has no idea what to do, you get what I'm saying? Anyway, he's not here right now. I'm guessing he's gone off to HQ to make his progress report or something like that. It's been what? 3 weeks now since he started treating La. Makes sense that the higher-ups would want to know what he's been up to in that time, eh? So, what's La doing here, you ask? Relax. I'm just getting to that. Black Iris probably thought La would be all bored all by her lonesome. I find it interesting that he has kind of a fourth wall breaking perspective, you know? Like he is actually talking to us, not to himself. I'm guessing that's why he brought her here. Said he had some errands to run and stepped out after that. Haven't seen him since. I tell ya, man, sometimes I have no clue what's going on in that big head of his. I've been watching him and La for weeks now. Sometimes he's the biggest blockhead alive. Others, he's got her wrapped around his little finger, you know. Yeah, they actually have a strange relationship, that is true. Anyway, it looks like our little princess is all done, and the thing left on her plate. Awesome. And she's looking up at the shelves around the counter. Probably admiring my bottle collection. Rook, that was his name, right. Been meaning to ask. Something. I don't know. This idiot clicked it away. Wait a minute. Probably I don't. Been meaning to ask. What are those? This I like. She's so open, so to the point. When she's happy, she laughs. When she's sad, she cries. And when she's curious, she asks. Oh, to a degree, I guess. As long as it is not about her, I'd say. I guess that's why I never, give her straight dope at first. Too much fun, you hear? Oh, those. Tools of trade, little lady. Tools of the trade. Oh, spices. Flavorings. Not quite. Try again. I'm talking about a slightly different trade. My real one, you know? Your real trade? But I thought you were the owner and the operator of Aroma. Ha! And you're not wrong either. But I guess Black Iris never told ya. I'm a memory side, actually. Whoa, dude. Look at the doubt in her eyes. That's harsh, man. That's harsh. I swear it's true. Straight from my lips to God's ears. I guess you've never seen me at work, though. Too bad. I put on this serious, depressed face. I get a kick out of how La reacts when I do that. And I pick up a few bottles from the shelves. Then I lay them down one by one on the counter, kinda like I'm dealing cards for La to inspect. These, little lady, are what they call essential oils. Huh. Judging from the way she's looking at me, I don't think she knows what they are. Alright, fair enough. So, I'll open up a bottle, put a few drops on a handkerchief, and let her sniff it. Smells like flowers, doesn't it, though? Now don't be sniffing too much, La. Wouldn't do for me to steal you away from Black Iris, would it now? And sure enough, she answered back to me. Looks kinda reluctant, though. This is how I roll. Fresh start, too. 2 birds with 1 stone, see? They're expensive, though. Run out too fast. Black Iris has made it, eh? Him and his eyes. A fresh start? Yep. Helps you really relax, rest, meditate, whatever. And when you're all done, boom! Fresh start. I see. Ha! What do you know? She's picked one of the vials up, and she's staring at it with newfound respect. And is this expensive? Huh? Well, yeah, it wasn't cheap. None of them are. And I have to have all sorts, you know, just in case. Why? Do you want one? She nods silently. There's definitely something about the way she's looking today, though. Like she's got something on her mind. What? Feeling down recently? Yeah. Oh, not me. Black Iris. For crying out loud, girl. Who do you think you are? The reincarnation of Mother Teresa or something? Can't help but laugh here. Black Iris, eh? Sorry, I never took him for the sensitive sort. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe he's not feeling down. Don't know. All I can say, sometimes he gets quiet and cold. And you're worried about that. She looks down for a moment, all quiet, all bashful-like. Then she looks up, and quietly she nods. Damn you, Black Iris. Next time we meet, I'm gonna open up a can of whoop-ass on ya. Stone cold, stone cold, stone cold. Wrestling references. Ha! No need to worry your pretty head about that, little lady. He just finished treating a guest not too long ago, right? You know, the one with the braids? Yeah. Most any memoricide is going to shut himself up like that after he finished treating someone. Most any memoricide is going to. I guess that means most of the memoricides are going to shut themselves up like after he's finished treating someone. I guess I get the idea. Oh, really? Of course, it all depends on the individual. But let me tell you something. The solely raising memories things, it always leaves a really bad taste in your mouth. Maybe it leaves a bad taste in your mouth because it's pretty messed up. That would be one idea. Sure, our guests come to us cause they want to forget. But as for us, we know better. Memories are like people, you know. They don't want to die either. Kinda makes you wonder. Why you do this in the first place? Yeah, I'm wondering too. As men, they know this is no long-time solution and they still do it. Strange. Oh well. And that's why Black Iris is behaving that way. But, you know, we can wander for as long as we want, and it won't change a single thing. I promise, La. Black Iris will be back to his normal self sooner or later. Probably sooner if you get what I mean. I see. Thank you. Oh wow. Look at that smile on her face. Yeah, this is actually my favorite facial expression from the whole game. Like, this looks so peaceful and friendly at the same time. I love La's expression in this drawing. Man, I'm weak. Weak! If she asks me for anything, I'm gonna end up giving it to her at this rate. Rook, have you known him for long? Huh? Why do you ask? You seem to know a lot about him. And you two get along so well. La, please tell me you're joking. I'm making some sort of face. I must be seeing as how La's looking back and blinking like that. Am I wrong? Indeed you are. This is just between you and me, got it, little lady? Well, whatever. He probably knows already. I used to hate his guts. Whoops. So much that I clicked the wrong side of the mouse. Really? Really? What? You want to hear more? I think so. For a moment there, I thought she was gonna give up. So much the better, though. So much the better. Alright, this is gonna be a long story. First things first, let's clear off last plates and silverwares. Oh, and how about digestive? Hot milk will do. And coffee for me, of course. Now gotta think about how to say this. It's all ancient history after all. You probably won't believe a word I'm saying, but I used to be a real high class. See, you don't believe it, do ya? Well, that doesn't matter to me either way, so don't worry, I won't get mad. Anyway, in our province, there wasn't a single, and I mean not a single, person who didn't know of us. I was their sole heir. Can you believe it? I wasn't a very nice guy back then. Not nice? Yeah, I did all sort of things that I shouldn't. To this day, but not as mean, I guess. See, no one could tell me no. And even if something broke, like a car or a law, I had money coming out of my ears. Then there was my family. Oh, so you really were a jackass. A royal jackass or something. You'd be amused by how many problems go away when you're rich and famous, kiddo. Anyway, I'd had enough of all of that. Seriously, cramping my style, you know. I wanted a path of my own, a different one. I was such an idiot, huh? But you know what really sucked? I had talent. I had the skills to do just about anything I set my mind to. I was totally fearless, wasn't afraid of anything, succeeded in everything, filthy rich. That's why no one ever got mad at me. No one ever punished me. No one ever set me straight. But then the day I turned 17, a black car stopped at our estate. Bunch of government agent types. Black suits, goons, you know. They brought a message from the powers that be. Your son has been found to have high memoricidal potential. We will take over his schooling and training from this point on. You know what I thought? This was bound to happen. That this was awesome. Memoricides are the creme de la creme, the elite, the professionals that every mom wants her son to grow up to be. So I thought it was obvious. After all, how could a brilliant genius like me not be selected? That's not very nice. As I said, I wasn't a very nice guy back then. But honest to God, that's really what I thought back then. Now everyone knows, once you become one of us, you're not leaving this town. But my family never stopped me. They were overjoyed. So proud to have a memory site in the family, you know. So I came to this town here, my head held all high. That's when I met Black Iris. That's right, kiddo. He and I were classmates. I see. So you became friends then? Not at all. Exactly the opposite. Can you believe it? Now people get picked to become memory sites all over the country. And they all come here. All shapes and sizes. All ages. Men, women, children. Like Black Iris and me back then. He and I, we were probably the closest in age among all our classmates. But we never talked much. And why? Because I didn't like him. No interest in him whatsoever. See, La, I came to be a memory site. I didn't come to make friends. I was going to be the best there was, just like always. But you know what? Even I had to admit it. Like Iris blew us all out of the water. But he doesn't put on a big show. He just does this thing, all quiet like, so nobody noticed. But you, on the other hand, you put on a big show every day. Yeah, he really is a show off. Hey, can you blame me? I like the spotlight. I like being the center of attention. I like being admired. Anyway, at some point I decided that Black Iris was my enemy. No way I was going to lose to that chump. No, valedictorian honors belonged to me. Around that time there was talk that one of our classmates was an Omega. Class Omega memory sites. Now what do you think? Can we say much about them? No one has ever seen one. There's no mention of them anywhere in our official case files. They are myths, or they are ghosts. I knew of an Anilye. Oh yeah, I think this person was mentioned before. Wasn't that the one that wrote the book or something? After all, who hasn't heard of Anali, the Alpha of Omegas? But I had my doubts. Did he really exist? I had never met him after all, and the only record anyone had of him was his books. Talk about fishy. Oh, okay, he was the dude who wrote the books. Or her, I don't know. I think he said he, didn't he? Anyway, we were ranked according to skill. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, Epsilon, in order from most to least powerful. We were all rivals in that, so to speak. But an Omega, here among us, couldn't believe it. More likely, I was pity and jealous. No freaking way anyone was gonna be better than me. I see. Yeah, I can look back at it and laugh now. It's okay. You can go ahead too. Anyway, where was I? She looks more sad than that she's about to laugh. Oh yeah. So I got a few of my peeps together in order to find out who that Omega was. Now, we knew that guests could only leave town via the 8th Street Gate, which meant if Omegas existed at all, they would have to come there. After all, your memory can't be completely erased until you have an Omega do it, you know. So we snuck into the guard post. It was child's play. The guard on duty was a classmate of mine after all. Then we hid there and waited until nightfall. We were gonna wait till the military police changed shifts and then slip out of town entirely. And out there, we'd find out whether Omegas existed or not. Besides, I want to make a fool of Black Iris. His guard shift was up next after all. That is slow. Oh, come on, little lad, don't be like that. We were young and dumb, you know? Me in particular. Anyway, things didn't go to plan. At all. Now that I think about it, there was no way the plan would have worked anyhow. The guard post was completely locked down after dark, you dig? I think this music is new, isn't it? Yeah, it is new. We were totally trapped. No way to get out, and no way to get back into town either. Talk about stupid. I totally lost it then. If they found out what I had done, I was gonna be expelled. And if that happened, there was no way I could go back to my family. I would end up as a fugitive, a wanted man. Isn't that something? I, who had played at being an outlaw when I was young, was scared of the possibility now. And just then, who showed up but the devil himself? Black Iris. And he saved your ass, huh? Now he was our only chance to get back in town. But at the same time, there was no way he was gonna help us. And no way he could, even if he wanted to. The MPs had the key to the guard post. We were locked in. Talk about hopeless. But Black Iris found us. He made this scary face. I tell ya, it froze me to the bone. Then he, picked the lock. It took him a couple seconds. Boom! Just like that. The way he was just standing there. Cool, unflappable. Sent shivers down my spine, I'm telling ya. Just who the hell was this guy? So I asked him, what you gonna do? And guess what he said? I don't know. It's none of my business if you want to commit suicide, but do it somewhere else. I will be a memory side at all costs. I don't need you to stand in my way. Oh, because it's like, okay, I get it. He doesn't mean like literal suicide, he means like, if you wanted something so bad, you might as well have killed yourself, you know? I mean, whoa! Makes my spine tingle just thinking about it even now. What the hell kind of monster was he? Oh, wow, he's so different now. I guess so, kiddo. He wasn't a very nice guy back then either, see? But that incident showed me something. I wasn't any match for him, from the very beginning, and I never would be. I don't know where he came from. I don't know why he wanted to become a memory side. But what I do know is this. There was no way a lazy fool like me, who was skating by on his talents, could ever rival him. So this was pretty interesting. So back then he also was a jackass. Well, we know by now that Black Iris has apparently someone he misses or something. When the butterfly landed on his head, he saw a female person. And maybe that female person had something to do with him being mean at that time, or maybe becoming not as mean today. So from now on it's going to be more about Black Iris' backstory. I'm okay with that. It could be interesting. After that, we were forced to work with each other. God damn it. After that, we were forced to work with each other, and that's how it all went down. Got all that, little lady? We actually don't like each other that much. But now she's shaking her head, and smiling at me like an angel. No, he thinks of you as a friend. He just acts otherwise, because he can't help it either. He doesn't say yes, doesn't say no, doesn't say what he likes, doesn't say what he dislikes. In that sense, you're much more grown up than he is. I suppose. I do wonder though, why does he do that to himself? I shrug for her benefit. She laughs right on schedule. Man, she's cute. Cute as a button. So cute it kinda sorta makes me want to try something. Our competition isn't over yet. Not by a long shot. That story I told you, that was just a mulligan. See, if you're gonna play at all, you don't screw around. You play to win. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna live my life the way I want to. And someday, I'll be so much happier than he is. That's how I'm gonna win. So, let's cut to the chase, shall we, little lady? Wanna become so much happier with me? Okay, out of all the stupid hitting on I have ever read, this was one of the stupidest and at the same time one of the best I have ever read. And ever seen in real life too. This was very stupid and still kind of smooth, you know what I mean? I can see her eyes go round as saucers from across the counter. I mean, any other normal person would realize it was a joke and laugh it off. But no, not little La here. She takes everything so seriously. And you know what else is fun to watch? The way her cheeks are getting redder and redder. Alright, time to move in for the kill. Except, who's that at the door? Just what do you think you're doing? Black Iris looks none too pleased. He has got powder snow all over his coat, so it has started again. What do you think, man? I was confessing my undying love for her. Think I got rejected, though. Good for you. La, are you okay? Yes. Now, little La, remember, your lips are sealed, right? I wink, and sure enough, La blushes, right before nodding back. If I was Black Iris, I would be, alerted. Red alert right now. What were you talking about? Sorry, top secret. Uh-huh. La looks all cute now, smiling and laughing. Black Iris, on the other hand, just looks kinda disgruntled. I'll take it. A little pointless victory is better than none at all, eh? Man, it was easier than I expected. Alright, kids, it's getting late, so you'd better be heading home. Be careful out there, you hear? The roads are getting really bad. Wouldn't want either of you to slip and fall. They're walking down the street, both of them. La stopped to say goodbye to me while Black Iris strode outside, but now she's far ahead of him. Hopefully she won't fall. To me, and all the world, they look like lovers. But they aren't. They are a guide and his guest. That's really too bad, don't you think? He was a scary guy back then, Black Iris was. Always glacial, always mad, murderous even. But he's not like that anymore, not these days. That isn't because he's gotten nice all of the sudden, though. It's just that he's not interested in any other people, or himself. It would be so much better in some ways if she weren't his guest. That is the truth, straight from God's mouth to my ears. But that will never happen, will it now? She has the right to have her psychic corrosion erased, to leave this town, to walk out into the world, to be happy again. Oh well, no use thinking about this. Might as well tidy up. Gotta put these files back where they belong. But wait, there goes the doorbell. I got a new customer. Never seen her around these parts before. You look a bit like Black Iris. Are you the person who Black Iris saw? And she's totally beautiful. Happiness, huh? Maybe this is the way it goes. So I straighten up, I put on my best smile, and I turn to her and say, welcome. I don't think she was a one-time appearing character, though. She looked... Like, why would you make a sprite for her, then? Also, as mentioned, she looked an awful lot like Black Iris, only with long hair and a different hair color. Oh, wow. Only the picture, the envelope, and the gun. Well, there will probably be something heavy next episode, I guess. So this was actually pretty interesting. The question is now, why did Black Iris change? Was it because of that woman that he saw when the butterfly landed on his head? Or did he actually change now that La got to him and, you know, his personality kind of changed into a more positive manner? And to be fair, they would actually make a cute couple. I think they'd fit very well together. The thing is, I'm not 100% sure how old La is, but let's assume it's illegal. I mean, we know she was quite a bit older than the blonde kid in the beginning. Ma was his name, I think. And he was like 15 or something. So she must be at least like 16, 17. I guess it's okay. I'm pretty sure it's okay. So that was pretty interesting. Man. Oh, I want to know what happens next. I think I'm going to play the next part right after this. So, thank everybody for watching. Come back for the next part. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye.